I want you to picture this, because I'm pretty sure we've all been here. You're with your friends, maybe you're in a meeting at work, you see the perfect moment to jump in, you open your mouth, and you say something that you feel is genuinely important.
And then nothing, just crickets. The conversation just keeps rolling on, as if you never even spoke. It's such a deflating feeling, isn't it? You start to wonder, did anyone even hear me?
So you try again, maybe a little louder this time. You say your piece again, really hoping it'll land. But still, nope, nothing. And at that point, you might just give up, feeling totally frustrated and ignored.
But what if I told you the issue might not be what you're saying at all? So often, the real problem is how you're saying it. Your delivery, the actual sound of your voice, is what makes people either tune in or just tune you out. So let's get into the mechanics of a voice that really commands attention.
So where do we even begin? Well, the whole foundation of a strong, confident voice really comes down to two simple but incredibly powerful things: your breath and your pace. If you can get these two right, you've honestly won half the battle. Okay, let's talk about something called breath support. Most of us, and we don't even realize we're doing it, we speak from our throat. And that creates this thin, kind of weak sound that just gets lost in the noise. The alternative is to speak from your diaphragm, to power your words with a steady stream of air. That's the secret sauce that gives your voice resonance and authority, naturally. And you know what? It's so much simpler than it sounds. Just try it with me right now. Before you speak, take a small, quiet breath. Then, as you talk, just let that breath out slowly and steadily. You should feel a difference right away. Your voice feels more grounded, it feels stronger, and it's so much clearer. It is an absolute game changer. And this right here shows you the difference perfectly. On the left, you've got that rushed, throat-driven sound that kind of just fades away at the end, sounding really uncertain. But on the right, that's a voice powered by breath. It's more deliberate, it's paced, it sounds calm, confident, and it is so much easier for people to actually follow. Seriously, just by slowing down, you're sending a signal that what you have to say is worth listening to. Okay, so once you've got that foundation of breath and pace down, the next layer is all about how you actually deliver your message. This is where we build a direct connection with people and make sure they're really, truly hearing you. You know, communication is never just about the sound waves floating through the air. When you actually make eye contact with someone, even just for a second, you're sending this really powerful nonverbal signal that says, hey, this message, it's for you. It just pulls them right in, makes them feel included, and their attention automatically sharpens.
And here's a secret that most of us get wrong. We massively underestimate how quietly we actually speak, especially if there's any background noise. Now, this is not about shouting, not at all. It's just about projecting your voice with a little more energy than you think you need. That slightly stronger volume is what cuts through the chatter and signals confidence.
All right, we've covered how to start strong and how to project, but how you finish is just as important. Seriously, the way you end a sentence can either make or break the entire impact of what you just said.
This is a habit that so many people have. They'll make a fantastic point, but right as they get to the end of the sentence, their energy just kind of fades away and their voice gets all quiet. See what I mean? It completely undermines everything that came before it. It makes your statement sound like a question, like you're not even sure of it yourself. So the fix is simple, but you have to be conscious of it. Keep your energy and your volume strong all the way through to the very last word. End on a clear, confident note. That tiny change makes your whole message feel complete and decisive. It tells everyone in the room that you stand by what you just said. So what happens when you actually put all of these pieces together? Well, the result is this fundamental shift in how people see you and how they take in your ideas. You stop being just background noise and you start making a real impact.
And this right here, this is the bottom line. It's almost a subconscious thing. When a voice has clarity, a steady pace, and this undercurrent of confidence, our brains are literally hardwired to pay attention. We just automatically assign more weight and importance to what that person is saying.
So here it is, your practical toolkit for being heard. Don't think of these as strict rules. Think of them as tools you can pull out in your next meeting, your next conversation. They are simple, they are actionable, and they will fundamentally change the way you communicate.
At the end of the day, this isn't really just about vocal techniques. It's about giving your ideas the powerful delivery they truly deserve. You have valuable things to contribute, so the only question left is, the next time you speak, how are you going to make sure your voice and your ideas are finally truly heard?